Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. Man, I am glad that my voice is just about back. If I cough, I'm just barely getting over this thing. So excuse me ahead of time. This episode is brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Check us out. That's where I help you grow your business. By the way, if you want to run your own ads, custom, Facebook, Google, we do that too. So just reach out to me. We can talk today, though. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. She also happens to be a real estate agent with Y Realty. And she's building a team. And she said, Tristan, how do we do a better job with the agents that are coming in and the agents that are leaving? So I looked up in our system and we have a checklist. We have an exit strategy checklist that every agent that comes in and every agent that goes out, they know that it's there, and I expect a process to be followed if they want to leave in good terms. So this is for you. This is for two types of people. Well, two categories. One, if you are an agent that is or starting a team, has a team, is a team, that even a broker listening in, or you're on the other end of this. You're an agent that's looking to join a team, or you're on a team. And so here it's a Google Doc. So yes, of course, I'll share it with you. Just message me and I'll send this over to you. Message me on Instagram. If you're listening to this on a podcast, if you're watching it, it's going to be on YouTube or on LinkedIn probably. So message me there and I'll send it over to you. But realistically, if you message me on Instagram, I will see it faster because it's me responding. Now, this outline has 5 main headings. And I want to cover all 5. This is from pure experience, from doing it the wrong way, and then finally figuring out a way that's better, right? I can always improve. And if you have any improvements, let me know as you're listening to this. So what I start with, the heading is lead and client division. The number one challenge in an agent leaving a team, if that's you, is I'm concerned as an agent, well, wait a second, what happens to all the leads that we work together, right? So I want you to ahead of time think about it. Like, is it in writing? What happens with team-generated leads? What happens with my personal sphere as an agent, right, that I brought to the team? What happens to the past clients that we worked together, that became past clients? What happens to my team database access? Do I still get access to it as an agent or as a team leader? Do I still give access? And the lead distribution system, what does that look like after? Same, different? I don't know. I'll tell you how I run it. I give the agent a choice. I said, Mrs. Agent, Mr. Agent, you have the choice. If you want to continue to work with those people that you closed, we can do that. Same split. Here's who they are, right? And by the way, when you're leaving, you keep your own database. I don't want any of your friends, any of your sphere, right? But if any of the people we worked with together, right, closed, then of course, we're going to be working those together for a while because that's what was signed, right? We worked on them together and it happened. Now, I have an exception to that because if it's your friend that you brought to the table and they close, I don't want a piece of it. Like, I'm fair. Number one thing, put it in writing, have everyone understand it coming in. And if you're the agent coming in, make sure that you have this in writing. It's the number one biggest problem on both sides. Number 2, I put my headline, active business review. Create detailed inventory of, and then I have all of this stuff following. Now, this is if it's applicable to you. What are your current leads, right? What does this look like? Here's my personal sphere coming in as an agent. If I'm the broker or the team leader, I'm like, okay, give me your personal sphere. Who are they, right? And put them into our CRM, Lofty Follow-Up Boss, and don't worry, we'll tag them as yours so you can have them at the end. Who are your active buyers? What are their sources? Team versus personal. Active listings and their source, team versus personal, as we're leaving, so I know where everything is. What are your pending transactions? What are their origins? And what does your pipeline look like and their status? It's important to keep track of everything. I think our biggest challenge as real estate agents, besides lead generation, is lead generation is including talking to people and getting more business. I think is really tracking. And so this is why it becomes a challenge. Heading number three, client and lead communication. I need you to document which clients are team owned. Like which ones are staying with the team, right? Which ones are going with the agent? Which ones are going with you, Mr. Agent, Mrs. Agent, personal, right? Typically. Which ones are shared? And how is this going to work? I need that to be outlined. It can't be in a gray area. And I need you to create, if you don't have one already, create a communication plan for active clients that you're working in or you're working with right now. What does this look like? If you're leaving the team, if that person's leaving the team, who's going to continue to work on them? Personal sphere, clients moving with you, staying with you, I don't know. This all needs to be outlined. This is a checklist. Team leads being transferred back. Like I've had a couple of agents leave my team and say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to work the database that I had. In fact, Tristan, I was never working it, right? And that's fine, right? This is just their communication to me. I'm like, awesome. Then let's part ways. Let's just figure out how to continue to work these past clients that you did close, right? And here's the contract. Is this still good? Next, pipeline leads and their handoff. Like if you're going to continue to work with these pipeline leads, great. If not, let's bring in an agent on the team that wants to work with them. And here's how it's going to work. Everything should be outlined before. I hate these problems coming back later. Number 4, administrative tasks. Review team contract for required notice period. Like, is there a notice period for this? Like, do you just show up one day and be like, dude, I'm done? Or be like, hey, look, I'm going to be leaving 30 days, 2 weeks, whatever. Commission splits on pending sales should still be the same, but outline it. Non-compete or non-solicitation clauses. Do you have one? I don't have any non-compete, right? I just make sure that all of our leads that are in our database that we're sharing together, either we continue to work them together or not. And this is how it looks. And if you want to continue to work with the past clients that we now have, this is how it's going to be. If not, don't worry about it. I'll keep them all, right? Next, client ownership agreements. What does this look like? Do you even have a client ownership agreement? Like, how's it going to work? Team tools, CRM. Is the access going to be terminated? Do I still have access? And by the way, I do give access to all the agents that leave my team and they're still working the database. Of course I give them access. Like I'm not going to cut it off, right? But again, that just works for me. Now, return all team property, still under administrative task. Marketing material, signs, lockboxes, team-specific technology, any proprietary stuff, office keys, access cards if you have an office of your own. Outline all this, please. Last thing, final steps. It should really be first step, right? But I left it for final steps. Submit written notice per contract. If you want to leave in good terms with me and you, agent, if you want to leave in good terms with your broker, your team, have a conversation, please. And don't do it by text unless you never want to have a relationship with this person again. And real estate is a small world, especially if you're in a small town. You're going to see these people again. They're going to have listings, right? When you leave a brokerage, when you leave a team, have that communication, please. Every single, and I haven't left very many times. When I left Century 21, I sat down with the broker in person and I said, I'm going to leave, right? And he says, think about it. I said, okay. Called him up the next day. I said, hey, man, I'm going to leave. Thank you, though I did think about it. And then I left. And it was still a surprise. Like I couldn't believe it. But I did do that. next when I left Keller Williams? Not only did I tell my team leader, right? I called Gary Keller because we have a relationship, and I said, hey, man, I'm leaving, right? And here's why. And I love you guys, but here's the opportunity I have. That was a tough conversation. Next one, EXP. I called Leo, right, the current CEO, and I said, hey, man, I'm leaving. I really appreciate all the awesome opportunities and things that you're throwing our way, but I'm going to leave. I'm going to create my own brokerage, right, Y Realty. But I thank you, and I love you guys, right, and you guys are doing amazing. I want you to have these hard conversations, because if you don't, then it starts building the wrong type of habits around how you're approaching having hard conversations, right? So on both ends, have conversations, please. Document final commission agreements, outline those, schedule transition meeting with team leader, create handoff notes for each lead client staying with the team. Is it an email? Is it a text? What does this look like? Set email, phone, auto replies for team lead inquiries. If you're having leads go to this agent and you're going to just reroute them, easy, right? But if it's specific and the clients need to know that this person left the team, I've never had that case, like somebody needs to know specifically, then set that up. And then update professional profiles after departure. That always takes us a little while, like where are they? Social, websites, because we have so many websites. Have a checklist for that too. Anyway, if you need this is a little bit of a longer episode. These typically go 5 to 7 minutes. This is like 12 minutes long. If you need this, let me know. I got you. I'll send it over to you. Have an awesome day.